Hello all. At this time of the recording, it's 10:27 a.m. on Thursday the 2nd of April in the year 2020. The COVID-19 pandemic is still amongst us, and I've been left in isolation, which made me go back to the old classic comedy sketches from yesteryear. A beloved favourite was a wickedly talented Chris Farley, who started his Saturday Night Live career in 1990, and from that point spawned a wonderful career in comedy until his tragic death in 1997 from a cocaine and morphine overdose at the very young age of 33. I thought, how could such a genius die so young? But upon reading his life story, I noticed a few holes escape, and I began to unravel some dark secrets from the past. What if I told you his death was actually a murder? The potential suspects are household names we already know. What you're about to witness is the uncracked case of the Farley murders. As I mentioned, Chris Farley was an incredible comedian and known for using his physical attributes and quick-witted mind to comedic effect. If I had to compare it to a contemporary today, I would say Melissa McCarthy, but actually funny. He debuted as an SNL alumni in 1990 and stayed on the show until 1995, airing in 100 episodes during the span, whilst appearing in such classics as Wayne's World 2, and he even made an incredible cameo appearance in Billy Madison as the bus driver. He featured in other such works as Tommy Boy, Black Sheep, and Shrek. Wait, Shrek? Yes. This is where the conspiracy begins, as he was not actually in Shrek because of his unfortunate and untimely death. However, he did actually record 75% of the voiceover work for the titular character, but he was completely replaced by none other than Michael Myers. Wait, I have my wrong notes. Mike Myers. Yes, Wayne's World himself ironically took the role for what is DreamWorks' most successful franchise to date. Could this be a mere coincidence? A happenstance even? I thought so, because I couldn't see Austin Powers killing someone for a voiceover role, so this case is closed. Or so I thought. It had also occurred to me that Chris Farley and Mike Myers are vastly different comedians in style and humour, so an overlap in the comedy market share wasn't existent, but someone did come to mind. As I mentioned earlier, Chris Farley had an unforgettable cameo in the hit feature Billy Madison as the overweight, loud bus driver, and post Chris Farley's demise, who has been known to take that type of role in a Sandler-led film? None other than Kevin James. I frantically started looking up the life of Kevin James, and the evidence was damning. Since 2004, he's appeared in at least 12 Adam Sandler production company films, which I suppose is a bit of a stretch, since it was some 7 years after the death of Chris Farley. However, what was the true rise of Kevin James' stardom? It was none other than the hit television sitcom The King of Queens, which first aired in none other than 1998, only 1 year after Farley's death. One could only assume after Farley's death, James capitalized on the window of opportunity of being the funny fat guy and rushed into production of his own show to be the next Chris Farley and hoping no one would remember. But I did. Now the following is only my assumption, but I believe Mike Myers and Kevin James worked together to take out Farley by aiding in a drug overdose in 97, which would be very difficult to trace back to the two comedians, and Myers and James have been playing it smart by not associating since those fatal moments. But how did the two get the drugs to overdose Farley? The answer shouldn't surprise you. It was none other than Andy Dick, a comedian riddled with legal issues and drug addiction. The following excerpt is noting a story of how Chris Farley wound up in a bathroom with Andy Dick, and the result shouldn't shock you.
The last movie Chris Farley ever did was Dirty Work. So I'm in the movie with him. And right after Dirty Work, right before he passed away, he hosted Saturday Night Live. So Norm was still doing Weekend Update. So Norm called me up and said, "Listen, Farley's out of control with coke. Come to the party after the show because you got to help me watch him." Like, that's how bad he was. I was watching.
You had to help watch.
I had to help watch him. Okay, so this is how fast Norm is, though. This is a testament to Norm's wit. So I'm at the party and Norm is talking to somebody, and I'm watching Chris. I'm on coke. I'm coked up. So I see Farley disappear into a bathroom with Andy Dick.
Oh, boy.
Okay, him and Andy go into a bathroom.
Yeah.
They come out 5 minutes later, like giggling. Norm comes over to me and goes, "What's going on with Chris?" I go, "Bad news, bro." He goes, "What?" I go, "He went into a bathroom with Andy Dick." I said, "There's only two reasons a man goes into a bathroom with Andy Dick, and neither one of them's good." And Norm looked at me without missing a beat and said, "Holy fuck, I hope he's high."
I didn't see Norm say that.
He went, "Holy fuck, I hope he's high."
That's a great impression of Norm.
Holding his stomach. Good news, he was high.
Chris Farley showed up on the set of News Radio one day to visit Andy.
Yeah,
and
I'm sure he did.
He had the complete.
But why would Andy Dick want to assist Myers and James in killing Farley? I've spent many hours thinking of this question, and only Andy would know the real motive. From all the research and interviews I've conducted, I've only made one real connection, and that is, by all accounts, Andy Dick's a huge asshole. He just wanted to watch the world burn and jump at the opportunity to help Myers and James, who I assume paid an undisclosed amount to Dick to aid him in his own drug-fueled addiction. And there it is, the definitive end to Chris Farley and the real reasons on his demise, and how two successful comedians and one famous cokehead joined forces to kill a national treasure. Join me next time as I expose the true reason why Dave Chappelle disappeared for all those years, and the explanation will shock you.
It's my party.